All right, getting ready for the fast heat here tonight at Midvale Speedway, August 1st, 1993. Rick Gretsch in 16. John Klein, 301 will bring him in. Yellow out, yellow's out. No start. Rich Dessaker, 49. Mike Miller, 53. Brad Malquit, 75. Captain Sizzle, his brother on the outside, Mark Malquit. Brad in 79, Mark in 75. John Crumrine in 44, and your top qualifier tonight, number 7, Rich Rohr. Okay, we're going to try her this time. Rick Gretsch and John Klein. I'll bring them in. Here we go. Down to 1, out of 2. Rick Gretsch and John Klein side by side down the backstretch. In a turn 3, it's John Klein. Dessaker in 3rd. Hey, Klein takes the lead. Mike Miller on the outside, he's in 4th. Brad Malquit 5th in 79. Mark in 75. Rich Rohr, then John Crumrine in 44. John Klein, Canton, Ohio, out in front. I believe he finished 7th last night in the John Knuckles Memorial down at Columbus Motor Speedway. Dessaker on the inside. He's got 2nd. Gretsch pulls out. Mike Miller on the outside. Brad Malquit on the inside. They're battling for that 3rd spot. Here comes Richard Rohr, your top qualifier. In 5th. Mark Malquit 6th, and then John Crumrine. John Klein out in front in the full plating 301. Halfway this time by, halfway. Dessaker in 2nd. Mike Miller pulls out. He takes her to the pits in the 53 car. On the outside, Chautevet, 3rd spot, trying to get by Brad Malquit, your top qualifier. Rich Rohr is in the 3rd, coming out of turn number 2. White flag coming out this time by for Rich Rohr. The Malquit brothers side by side, bound out for that last spot. John Klein wins it. Rich Dessaker 2nd, Rich Rohr 3rd. And Mark gets by Brad coming out of 4. And the Volk plating, Salati plastic plate, 301 car from Canton, Ohio, John Klein. I believe John finished 7th. Talked to him more in the pits earlier this evening. He finished 7th last night down at Columbus Motor Speedway during the John Knuckles Memorial.
Number 301 car, John Klein.
You know who I'm talking about?
For John Klein, a 5-line job. 301 lead.
Mangro 57. Terry Hinkle in 87. Denny's in 9. Dino Long in 80. Kenny Stevens 21. Ross Wendell in 31. 23 of Bob Gaynor and 6 of Joel Ullman. Side-by-side racing. Bill Mangro and Terry Hinkle. Denny's in 3rd, Neil Long 4th. Bill Mangro inches his way into the lead. Denny's in 2nd, Kenny Stevens 3rd, Terry Hinkle and Dino Long now bound up for that 4th spot. Joe Ullman takes her to the pits in the 6th car. Denny's on the outside. Bill Mangro on the inside. Dino Long and Kenny Stevens. Denny's out in front. Dino Long and Kenny Stevens bound up that 2nd spot. Dino Long and Kenny Stevens bound up for 2nd. White flag will be out this time. Down to 1, out of 2. Down the backstretch one more time. Out of 4, here he comes. Denny, Dino Long, Kenny Stevens, Bill Mangro, Bob Gaynor, Rob Swindell, and Terry Hinkle. Well, the gentlemen won a heat race last night down in Columbus, and they finished 3rd last night in the John Knuckles Memorial. At one time, he had to be the fastest car out there. He passed several cars, and he finished up 3rd. In the J&J Sports Car Collectibles from Columbus, Ohio, Danny Eves in the number 9 car. For the first 4-stock, the top qualifiers tonight, August 1st, 1993. Out of 4, here we go. We got a green. Glenn Jewell in the 18 car. Making his first appearance here this year, John Payton, number 19. Mac Gribble Jr. in the 12 car. 07, Randy Gray. 2 of last week's second place finisher, Roger Liner. Chuck Surratt in 22. Had mechanical problems last week, couldn't run. 05, Mike Gillen, last week's feature win. Farmer Smith in the 7 car. 98, Wes Galbraith. And 87 of Jeff Egan. Glenn Jewell sets the pace. Mac Gribble Jr. in second. Randy Gray holds down third. John Pate on the outside. He's drifting back. Randy Gray and Roger Liner batting off that third spot. Glenn Jewell shows the way in the famous recipe, number 18 car. Halfway by Eddie Warmack, it's time by. Gribble in second, Leinert and Gray battle out for third. Surratt in fifth, then Mike Gillen, Farmer Smith, Wes Galbraith, Jeff Egan, and off the pace now, taking to the pits is John Payton, the number 19 car. Leinert on the inside, he's got second. Gets by Max Gribble Jr. He looks to the outside of Glenn Jewell. He's side by side coming out of four. Out of two, he's got him going down the backstretch. Roger Liner, now your leader. Glenn Jewell in second. Mac Gribble Jr. in third. Randy Gray fourth. Surratt's in fifth. Gillen sixth. Farmer Smith and Wes Galbraith. Surratt looks to the inside of Randy Gray going down the backstretch. White flag will be out this time by. Turn three, one more time. Out of four, in the Miller High, Genuine Light. Draft number two, Roger Liner. Then Glenn Jewell, Mac Gribble Jr., Randy Gray, Chuck Surratt, Mike Gillen, Farmer Smith, Wes Galbraith. Well, after I butchered his sponsor, it's a Miller Genuine Draft, number two, Mac Tool, Bank One, Sitco, S&W Appliances down there on the bottom. Everybody in Tuscarawas County's got a piece of Roger Leinert on their car, looks like. Fine gentleman, number two, the winner of the fast heat, Roger Leinert. Oh, yeah, I got two more weeks. Second heat, here we go. Caution now. We're going to try it again. Here we go. Dwayne Hartline in 93. AJ Dion 36. Don Singhouse in 44. Scott Archer 88. 10 of Scott Raymond. 8 of Paul Butler. 11 Mark White. 17 John White. Bruce Johnson, 87, and Warren Toma in 5. Hartline bound off that second and third spot. Scott Ramey in fourth. Now your leader, running very well this evening. Scott Ramey second, Paul Butler and Scott Archer bound out for third. Mark White and John White, Ed Singhaus, Bruce Johnson, and Warren Toma. And Dwayne Hartline still showing the way in the 93 car, doing a fine job. Scott Ramey on the outside. He's challenging now. Scott Archer in third. Paul Butler fourth. John White looks on the outside of Paul Butler. And Mark White looks to the inside. Three abreast. And at turn three, John White goes a slide. And so does Paul Butler. Brings out the yellow. Dwayne Hartline, Scott Ramey, Scott Archer, Mark White, Ed Singhaus, Bruce Johnson, John White, Warren Toma, and Paul Butler. Scott Ramey out of two. He gets him coming out of four. Oh, yellow out. Yellow's out. No surge. Okay, we're going to try her again. Dwayne Hartline looking for his first heat win of the year. Scott Ramey second. Yellow back out. Yellow's back out. I hope they'll stay single file this time. We'll try her again. Out of four, it looks good. Hartline and Ramey, Archer, White of Mark White. Here comes John White past Ed Singhaus. Scott Ramey looks to have Dwayne Hartline down the backstretch, but he can't quite get by him. They go into three, side by side. Out of four, it's still anybody's race. Scott Ramey, Dwayne Hartline. White flag is out. Scott Ramey now the leader. Down the backstretch. Out of four. Scott Ramey, Dwayne Hartline, Mark Johnson, Mark White. Scott Archer, John White, Paul Butler, Ed Singhaus, and Warren Toma. But the man that impressed me so far in that heat race was number 93, Dwayne Hartline. He's had trouble all year long, and he drove a fine race. Taking nothing away from Scott Ramey. Scott's been around all year, and Scott's doing a fine job himself, but 93 hung in there tough, brings home second. Your winner in the Taylor Beverage, All Parts and Pop's Toy, that's been around a long time, Scott Ramey at number 10.
street stock division. On a pole tonight, Melissa McCormick in car number 1. 87 is Tony Diano. 67, John Tannerelli. 70 is Ryan Tedesco. 75, Ronnie Day. 15, Mike Philo. 17 is John Bornhurst. And your top qualifier, 36, Mario Diano. Melissa is showing the guys how to do it as she leads lap 1. John Tannerelli up to 2nd. Ronnie Dagg and Tony Diano battling out for 3rd. Ron Dagg makes a move on the outside. He loses power, but Johnny Tannerelli drops on the inside of Melissa. And we have a new leader. Johnny Tannerelli takes over the lead. Melissa McCormick drops back to 2nd. Here comes Ryan Tedesco on the outside. Now he's down on the inside. Halfway home. 4 laps in, 4 laps to go. Tedesco and McCormick get together, and McCormick loses a wheel. It's up in that catch fence. Okay, it was Ryan Tedesco that lost the wheel. Melissa McCormick goes to the rear. We're going to have a restart. Johnny Tannerelli brings him in, but he's smoking pretty heavy. John Bornhurst, Tony Diano, Mario Diano, Mike Philo, Ronnie Dagg, and Melissa McCormick bring up the pack. Single file racing for the top 8 of the street stock division. This is an elite group right here because there's like 35 of these every night here at Midvale Speedway. So if you're in the top 8, you're fast. White flag out, 1 more lap to go. Johnny Tannerelli holding on to that number 1 position. John Bornhurst looking to the outside of him. Mario, Tony Diano battling out for 3rd and 4th. Checker flag out. Denison, Ohio native Johnny Tannerelli. John Bornhurst in 2nd. Mario beats Tony to the line for 3rd. Second generation driver here at Midvale Speedway. His dad bore the same number. In the D&B machine, Mike's Edfield Tavern, Little John Tannerelli.
Tannerelli Jr. Fine job. Should get that car back to the area. Wow, that little focus is just a little valve cover release, we hope. Jim Treadway was the police report that now stands Jim Treadway. Okay, drop the flag up. I'll give a big round of applause. John Tannerelli Jr.
Second heat in the street stock division. These guys are usually in the top qualifier, most of these guys are. On the pole, we got 49, Rich Schweitzer. 71 is Rob Julian. 5, Bobby Knight. John Ramser in car number 40. 05 is Dave Treadway. 29, Roger Smith. 84, Randy Burns. And the top qualifier in this bunch, out of Canton, Ohio, Steve White in car number 11. Longtime driver here at Midvale on the pole there, Rich Schweitzer. He leads lap 1. Track champion from Canton Motor Speedway last year, 71, Rob Julian flanks him on the outside. Side by side for the lead. Fine job of driving by all these drivers side by side. Rich Schweitzer opens up a little bit of running room on Rob Julian now. Bobby Knight looks to the inside of car 71. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. It's single file racing now. Steve White showing some strength on the outside of Dave Treadway now. And here comes John Ramser on the outside of Bobby Knight. Rob Julian coming back on the outside. He goes too high though, so Rich Schweitzer slams the door. Rich Schweitzer's been here for some years now, so he knows this track well. John Ramser is on the outside of Bobby Knight. Now he's looking for 3rd place. And Roger Smith looking for a little running room on the inside of Bobby Knight. White flag in hand by Eddie Warmack. There will be one more lap to go here. It's Rich Schweitzer in hot pursuit by Rob Julian and John Ramser. Checker flag out, Rich Schweitzer, Rob Julian, John Ramser, and I think Roger Smith nipped Bobby Knight at the line. Winner of the 2nd heat, Street Stock Division. This guy's been in pretty much every division of racing here at Midvale Speedway. Started out in spectator stocks in the late 70s, early 80s. Worked his way up to sports stock, late model. Now he's got his own ride in the street stock division. Car 49 out of nearby Barnhill, New Philadelphia, Ohio. Rich Schweitzer.
Remember the old days when mostly Ford and big Hudsons they raced, and some Oldsmobiles, and all of a sudden 1955 Chevrolet sticks a V8 and an automobile, and boy, sure changed your complexion of racing, hasn't it? You know, they know the competition and some things, and shit about it. Well, the Chevys are hot runners, that's for sure. Of course, the NASCAR's really got the Fords and the Chevys, and you need the competition, but remember when the Chevrolet used to have one model of cars, the pickup trucks, and now they got just like a big line automobile.
All right, getting ready for the 3rd heat race. Keith Cope in 21, Ed Midall 64, Dorn Fisher 4, Dan Selway 48 tonight, Dave Knight 76, Bill Bittaker 3203 of Wren, and 99 of Mike Freeland. Oh, we got problems. Woo! Everybody's all right. All right, we're going to try the restart. Kevin Herron in 03. All right, here we go. Keith Cope 21, Ed Midall in 64, Dorn Fisher Ford, Dan Selway 48. Side-by-side racing between Keith Cope and Ed Midall. Side by side. Dorn Fisher waiting third just to see what happens. Dan Selway is in the fourth spot. Keith Cope now fully in the lead. Ed Midall in second. Halfway in. There comes Midall back for some more. Good battle for that first spot. Keith Cope, 21. Ed Midall second. Dorn Fisher third. And Dan Selway holding down fourth. Dave Knight fifth. Bill Bittaker, Kevin Harris, Mike Freeland, and 99. Eddie Warmack's got the white flag in hand this time by. Those two gentlemen get the white flag. Going to one. Here comes Dorn Fisher up on the side of Ed Midall. And Dave Knight gets on the inside. Dan Selway. But coming out of four, his first checker flag. Keith Cope. Gentlemen from Deersville, Ohio. Winner of the third heat in the street stock division from Deersville, Ohio, number 21, Keith Cope. Keith drove back in the early 80s, the number 83 blue and yellow car, and he got the itch to get back in racing this year, and he's doing a fine job each week getting better. And I believe he brings home his first street stock heat win of the year here tonight, August 1st, 1993. Okay, getting ready for the fourth heat in the street stock division. Kelly Cottonball and number 10. We'll bring him in. Scott Bino in 3. Tom First in 21. Greg Coventry in 55. Mark Wilson 98. Kathy Mead 19. Johnson 45. Sanquest in 99. And Doug McMillan in 54. Phil Bino, son of Scott, trying to challenge Kelly Cottonball for the lead. Mark Wilson now is in second. He's challenging. Scott had a little problem in 1 and 2. Kathy Mead moving up on the inside of Tom First. Battle for the lead now. Mark Willison has got it going in turn number 3. Halfway this time. Mark Wilson in 98, challenging now for second. Scott Vinos, the Kelly combo hangs on. John Sandquist Jr. in fourth, Kathy Meade fifth, Johnson in. Doug McMillan pulling in the infield. White flag is out. We got a three-way battle for second. Your winner, Mark Wilson. Second's going to go to Kelly Comball, Sandquist, Vino, Meade, Johnson, Coventry first. And in the infield there, going into the white flag lap, Doug McMillan, the 54 car. Mark Wilson, the number 98 car, picks up the fourth street stock heat win here tonight at Midvale Speedway, August 1st, 1993.
Detroit Iron Division. On the pole, last week's feature winner, 32, Jim Paris. 74, Pat Boyce. 25, Mel Groom Jr. 33, C.W. Moreland. 98, Lee Willison. 34, Russ Moreland. 27, Bill Hilliker. And 64, Doug Decker. Okay, we'll try her one more time here. Jim Paris, Pat Boyce brings them in. We got a green. C.W. Moreland and Lee Willison. The back three cars back there are hanging and banging. Jim Paris pursued by Mel Groom and C.W. Moreland. And Lee Willison's worked his way up to 4th place. 4-car battle back there for 5th place. Lee Willison tried to find his way around. Doug Decker spins around. Okay, we're going to try and start this one more time. Jim Paris, Mel Groom, C.W. Moreland, Lee Willison, Russ Moreland, Bill Hilliker, Pat Boyce, and Doug Decker are out there. Flag out for last week's feature winner. Checker flag out for your points leader, Jim Paris out of Dover. Mel Groom second, C.W. Moreland, Russ Moreland, Bill Hilliker. This guy here from Dover, Ohio, is tearing up the Detroit Iron Division this year. Got 2 or 3 features, quite a few heat races, and he's trying to catch his mentor Bill Bedecker in checker flags, and he's trying to do it in 1 year. He's got a few to go yet. Yoder Plumbing, sponsor car number 32, Jim Paris. on a pole, 36, Bill Reese. 7, Don Rupner Jr. 83, Lee King Ferguson. We'll call him Fergie because we've been butchering his name lately here. Bob Eichel in 69, 93, Jack Hooper. 3 is Bill Cross Jr. 2 is Barney Gerber. And 27, late arrival, Glenn Talbot. Bill Reese is your leader. Jack Hooper and Don Rupner Jr. battling out for second place. On the restart here, Bill Reese, Barney Gerber brings them in. Lee King Ferguson and back up. Halfway home this time around, halfway. Barney Gerber, Glenn Talbot, Bill Reese. Then Jack Hooper and Fergie. Glenn Talbot catching Barney Gerber. He's getting him on the outside. Side-by-side battle for the lead and also for third place. White flag out. 1 more lap to go. There we go. It's going to be another close one at the line here. Glenn Talbot. We got a close race for third place also. Glenn Talbot takes the win. This guy I don't believe qualified. Come in late, car number 27. Canton, Ohio, Glenn Talbot.
I'm going to be run Boston on that last quarter, pick up that sugar flag. Glenn Talbot, Buckfield Avenue, Boston number 27 car. A lot of racing action each and every week here at Mid-Vid Speedway. Car count runs up and down. 100 to 110 cars, about 25 events each night. So a lot of racing action in all 4 divisions here. Want to get the racing action this Wednesday night in Ohio Interstate. 41st running in Ohio Interstate. Right over Mid-Vid Speedway. Start here again from that part. Okay, the deal's out of the way. Mid-Vid Racing Video, sponsor 22 car, another round of applause for last year's winner. This is Jeff Marlett. Okay, this is race number 13 out of the 25 race schedule.